Okay, so I mean, this is kind of an unusual start to the viewing of the cargo plane that we're talking about here. This is a 747. They don't get any bigger than this. I mean, there might be, I think, some variations, but let's just stop right there. Everything that you saw up there is kind of like a small bubble on top of the very large cargo area. It's where the pilots are at, and as you saw, there were a couple seats in the back for oftentimes moving other cargo pilots around the world, where they will then hop on a plane. Pilots are oftentimes restricted to having only certain numbers of hours in a given 24-hour period. So a lot of times, if they're planning on going long distances, these planes hold a ton of fuel. They have to have an extra set of pilots and co-pilots and navigators and all that good stuff on board. Okay, so let's continue. So then all of a sudden they go down a set of stairs. They have to go upstairs to actually get to the cargo or to the cockpit there. So then all of a sudden we're down here in the. I'll stop right there. This right here, this is the nose of the plane. Okay, the nose of the plane is. Let's see what I got here. So yeah, this is the nose of the plane up here. If you look down at the bottom, there are all of these things right here that you got pilot luggage sitting right there, but you see a number of things that are down here on the ground. I wonder what these could possibly be. Okay, you start to see some random cargo that is definitely strapped down very well. They want to make sure that it does not move. If something inside of it that is very heavy decides to move unexpectedly, that could cause the entire plane to move. Don't want that. So all these things that are down here on the ground are things that allow them to roll. Picture every single one of these as being a roller. Okay, each one of these little tiny things is a roller. They're automated, and this actually allows them to move things, load it in the nose. The nose actually flips up, and they are able to slide these pallets down to the very tail of the tail of the plane, where this pilot, crewman, or whatever he was back here. The camera then looks here at the very tail end of the plane, but it is a massive plane, which, as you can see, has a lot of storage. One of the things about a plane like this and any type of movement of goods via air is, as I've said many times, it is very expensive. This plane, I would guess, is probably not something that is 100% ready to take off. This is just stuff that just so happens to be on the plane at the moment. I would hope for cost savings that they would load it up a bit more. Everything is very well wrapped, very well strapped down, and basically this is ready to probably have more freight loaded on it. You can see right here, they oftentimes will try to make the freight that is on board fit or cube out the interior of the plane as best as they possibly can. And this is definitely, yeah, I mean, this space up here is definitely an area that they want to try to max out the cube. They'd really like to have every single thing that they load on board be just like that. However, a lot of times that just cannot be done. So, yeah, I'm hoping that they'll load some more on. We've got very nice tall pallets going up to the ceiling, and that's exactly the way they want them. Sometimes a shipper will send things to them that look like this. They're still going to be charged for the space that they take up. That's one of the interesting things about shipping via air. You are oftentimes charged for not only the weight, but also the cube. So you're getting hit a couple different ways. This particular pallet right here, it's very short. They're getting charged a great deal, but obviously there is something fragile or breakable on this pallet right here that doesn't allow them to stack more things on top of it, or maybe they don't have anything else to ship to one particular location. Okay, but as you can see, I mean, this has got some sort of a box, it's got another pallet stuck on top of it, it's got some sort of a screwy, it looks like a mattress or something over there. I don't know what it is, but you can see these are all pallets that have been stacked as high as possible and then secured. Okay, so it looks like, I guess, our pilot guy here, he's going to stare at the freight one last time. I'm sure he probably has to keep account for a couple of things. This thing right here, this is the nose. I did not watch this part of the video. I don't know if he's going to open it up. Pretty cool if he did.